Hello everybody, this is Sean and welcome back to episode number 68 of our Rimworld Alpha 15 Fallville Let's Play. We're on Cassandra Extreme Permadeath with an outdoor tundra colony, and when we left off, our colony of Fallville was still just growing strong. I decided between episodes that I would do a little bit of work here to improve our infrastructure. I finally built this wall that I talked about building 2 episodes ago and then just completely forgot about. I went ahead and set up the perimeter wall down here. Just because, may as well get it over with. It's not going to take too long. And while we're at it, I decided to do my long proposed kill box expansion. So I'm going to open up the kill zone here. I'm going to leave the entryway nice and tight, so they're going to come down through here. I see there's already a square that I need to get another block on. I don't know how that got blown up. Probably just got shot. Anyways, that will open that up, and then I can knock this wall out, and then I can spread the turrets and bring them more back here, and that will help prevent the losses a little better. Maybe I can figure out a different pattern to lay them out, maybe between this episode and the next episode. Looks like I forgot to build a door there as well, so let's plug that door in there. I also went through and did roof areas over all of the relevant stations. I set up little defensive readouts. I had to set up a few more roof area expansions. I don't think I did anything over on this side. I also cleared the roof over our new courtyard area, so we'll tear that roof down. I tore the roof down over here. I think that is... Oh yeah, that's right. And based on some discussions I had on the Reddit today with Manny and Ashery, I took everybody off of smokeleaf joints. So I think that smokeleaf is a great way to manage your moods when you can't, like when you don't have any goods to get. Like, now that I have all these fancy beds and really nice rec room and dining room, and you know what I mean, like my colony is beautiful, I don't really need to manage their moods anymore. They're gonna all stay in a pretty good mood for the most part. So I'm taking them off of drugs, but when I don't have all these goods, I really think that smokeleaf is pretty important for keeping your pawns from going crazy. I am going against conventional wisdom, I think, on that one, but I still think it's the best way to play, or the most fun way to play, anyways. Maybe not the best, but the most fun, because I do want to have fun while we're playing here too. So I'm going to go ahead and get this clock running again. I'm also excited to see them move. Did they already move the art over here? It looks like they did, so I'm happy to see that. And it looks like we have a bunch more kind of garbagey art piled up over here. So I may as well start sending these over too, but I don't want to, good art I can install in the common areas, and it will improve the mood of pawns around there. So I may as well do some of that. Nothing down here. Normal gives 40 beauty, and that's not anything to sneeze at. Any cruddy ones, though, I'm going to go ahead and continue filling up my kill zone with cruddy art, and we're going to see how that turns out to affect things in the long run. I'm still not certain how it's going to work. But it's an interesting experiment, and I love that even though I've been playing this game for 800 hours or so, I'm still experimenting to figure out what is the best option. Best being most fun and effective. I don't like getting too drowned out by making sure that I have all the math correct, and it's like I want to have a good time too. I still want to do the right thing. I want to be efficient. That's definitely a goal. But yeah, I also don't want to load up a spreadsheet to figure out how to be the most efficient. On the other hand, all my food is corn. Good reason for that. Now, why are they still not hauling the corn into this area? It should be allowed. Do I still not have enough pawns assigned to hauling? They're probably hauling all the steel into this steel stockpile. Maybe they do fill the... well, those are both preferred, right? No, that's important. So maybe they do fill important stockpiles before they fill preferred stockpiles. I didn't think that was how it worked. Because they're not pulling any of these stones over to these lower priority stone stockpiles. Very interesting. Well, let's let it run and give them time to build up the walls and stuff that I set up. Now, what was I saying that I should do between this episode and the next? I know I just said it, and I've already forgotten what it was. Oh yeah, reset the turrets if possible. We'll see if I get that done or not. I think it's likely that we'll have this killzone expansion built up by the end of this episode. I'll mostly concentrate on moving walls and stuff if it comes down to that. But I think right now everybody's kind of catching up on all this hauling. Caught up there, hung up on catching up on all this hauling. So this is a former steel. I don't really need to go back to mining this steel out. Bulk goods trader, great. This must be the one that I called for because I want to sell all my insect meat. I did look up the information on go juice, which reminds me I want to no longer destroy go juice. I think I'm going to hold on to that. It does. I'm not completely convinced. I know that there's a Reddit thread, and in the Reddit thread, it did say that you can go 3 days. If you take go juice only once every 3 days, that you won't get addicted. But it wasn't. I'm not taking it as entirely accurate. If Zorba T Hut were to say that, because I know he looks at the code and he's earned my trust, I would take it as accurate. But no offense to the guy who posted it, but he just posted it and didn't really cite his sources, and I don't know who he is. So I'm not taking it as 100% true, but I do think it's interesting, and I'm going to go ahead and hold on to the go juice because maybe it will come in handy, and I think I'm going to use it for some surgeries. And if I end up with a go juice addict, well, lesson learned. Hopefully I can manage, I think I'm in a good shape to manage a drug withdrawal if it comes down to that. So we're going to set this to important, and we're going to go ahead and just set this up just for go juice. We're going to hold that in there. And then we'll see, maybe other problems. Maybe one of my chemical fascinates will end up taking it, and I will regret it at that point. But if that's what happens, then I will learn a lesson from that as well, and hopefully not forget it. I've always, just as a rule, not kept drugs in my colony, but I haven't tested to see what happens if you do keep drugs in your colony, and then your chemical fascinates get a hold of them. The only stuff that they've gotten hold of is stuff that I was going to keep around anyways, like smokeleaf. And, they go crazy on that, but that's not that big a deal. All right, so we're going to sell all the insect meat. That was kind of the whole point of calling these guys out here. It looks like we've still got a lot of corn, so let's go ahead and sell some of that as well. We'll do minus 1342. It's just a nice even number to get it down to 3,000. That's still a lot of corn, regardless of what my population is. I guess eventually my population will get high enough to where that's too much or not enough to keep as a reserve, but for now I'm going to keep that as a reserve. I could sell my fox, but I'm going to hold on to her. Got sentimental value, so I don't really need to sell any of that stuff. I probably could and clear up some space, but there's no need to go crazy with it. I'll go ahead and buy that chinchilla fur. Just I'm sure it'll make something nice. I definitely don't need to buy any herbal medicine. Wow, I could cut down on my growth of that. I'm going to start building up. Since I turned everybody off of smoke and smokeleaf joints, I may as well sell those. Go juice, yeah, I'm going to hold on to that. I'm not going to buy any more though. Steel is fine. I don't want to get rid of any of those things. I don't want to buy that, that's for sure. I don't have any of that to sell. Don't need to buy any of those things. I'll go ahead and buy that wood just for the heck of it. And now we get the boring part where I get to go through and click all these buttons. But at least there's not as many that I have to click through as there was previously when I had all the clothing that apparently I've been burning. Although looking at the way this scrolls down, there's still plenty of stuff. But what am I going to do? Like, these things are all worth at least 10 silver each, and so I don't want to be burning, you know, that's 10 silver. Come on, give me a break. I'm not going to burn it. So I must have pretty well appointed raiders coming in, and now we're getting into our stuff that's actually sort of worthwhile, and I don't want to be selling it arbitrarily, but looking too close at these things really takes a lot of time. Like, why am I holding that cloth t-shirt? I don't need to. 69% is a little too low. I guess I should, just for the sake of making a more interesting video, just kind of stick to anything below like 80% sells, and anything above 80% is kept, and just make that a good general rule. I could go wrong, but I was just talking about how I don't need to have everything be perfect. There's no need to min-max at this point. I'm doing pretty well. I don't need to buy any more gold, so I'm going to stop doing that. I've already bankrupted this merchant, so now I need to undo some of the stuff that I'm selling. I guess I'll not sell those joints. Wow. Oh, yeah, of course. How about I change that to 0? Yeah, that's much better. I'm already buying all of his chinchilla fur. I don't need that. I'm buying his components. I don't need any of those other things that he's selling. I absolutely want to get rid of my, there we go. So let's sell 800 minus 800. 800. Oh, that's pretty close. So I need another 17, so we're going to go 840. That is about right. Perfect. Accept. So I took all of his silver, and all I had to do was get rid of some corn, basically. Well, if I'm no longer going to be using smokeleaf as for mood control, we're going to turn off the sewing down there. We're going to switch this over to Devil Strand, let's say. Actually, I have plenty of heal root too, so I'm gonna clean this zone up a little bit. How about I take that chunk out? Well, that's not really what I wanted to do, so we'll go the opposite and go like this and expand this over there, and then we'll make this its own zone here, and we're gonna turn this one into more Devil Strand, I guess. Don't, and Devil Strand, there we go. And we're still producing plenty of corn. Do I have a small zone over here that I could switch to something else? I'm going to switch you over to, well, I'm not quite sure what it takes for goat juice production. I also don't know, I probably have to research that too. I don't really need to worry about, like, I'm making a ton of money. I don't really need to worry about creative ways to make more money, so let's just grow Devil Strand. I know that that will both be profitable and provide good materials. Actually, I'm going to switch that to cotton, because although I'm not going to make a ton of money off of, well, no, let's leave it on Devil Strand. I'm not going to make a ton of money off of cotton, but I also don't have a lot of it. I only had like 400, or that seems way too low. Yeah, 450. So, yeah, I don't want to sell all my cotton. How's this going? They've gotten that wall built. That's good. That wall is torn down. That's good. This, I could be working on my, redoing my kill zone up here. So, what do I want to do first? I probably should set up the, because if raiders come in and this area is all open, well, you know what? I'm not too worried about that. I'd rather tear that wall down first. And, because if they go up here and just take cover behind those, like, who cares? It's not going to hurt anything. Alright, so we got a female psychic drone. Whatever. Andy, oh, I was like, Andy's mood is so low, but no, it's full. Philly's mood is very low. What's wrong with Philly? Rebuffed and in a little pain. So we must have a scar of some sort. A stab scar. It's too bad. What do we have for bionics? I think I might have more than what is actually shown here. Let's go ahead and expand this stockpile out. Why is it so tiny? I've got plenty of room. Should probably fill out the roster of... wow. Do I not have any... I have to have neutroamine. Where would that be? Did it burn down or something? Do I not have a stockpile set up for it? Yeah, there's my neutroamine. Huh. I have a ton of it. So why isn't it being used? Where did my roof collapse? Oh. What? Oh, oh, well, they shouldn't have built a roof over that whole thing. Who knows? We'll just do that. Maybe more roof is going to collapse, I guess. It shouldn't, like those things. It must have been, it looks like it was right in here where that dirt is. Strange. All right, let's go ahead and expand these zones here. I don't know that there really is going to be, what? Oh, old school zones right there. I'm going to delete that out. Expand that to cover that. And we're going to expand this one along there. Okay. Whatever, as long as I get the settings pasted correctly. And then can I do it with this one? Looks like it, I might be able to. There we are. And this one? Good. Nope, not so good. Copy settings. I'm going to paste them into here, and I bet you I need to paste it on that other one that I did over here as well. Yep, because it's putting neutroamine and stuff in there. Alright, well, that should fill that up. Make sure there's nothing to haul in here. It doesn't look like there is. There we go. Set them all to haul anyways, just in case. I want to get another line of defenses set up, or not defenses, but like rubble and slag and so forth, set up over on that side as well, because what's the major break risk? Hopi, why are you upset? Where are you at? There we go. Bionic, oh. Boy, I did that again, huh? I really got to pay attention to whether these guys are prostophobes. So, do I have a prosthetic arm? Yep. Well, that was a waste of that effort. So, let's set you up for an operation. Install bionic arm. Install simple prosthetic arm. Left shoulder. Rest until healed. There we go. And who should I give the other bionic arm to? Let's look and see. Is anybody worthwhile not have any bionics? First, let's make sure. Okay, that's good. And what do you have for your skills? Mining and art. Yeah, I'll give you the bionic arm. Install bionic arm. I guess it's not going to let me do that because I don't have the bionic arm available yet. How about some of my ranged fighters? This guy doesn't have anything going on. He is a jogger, but he's a prostophobe. That's too bad. And Hopi, oh, also a prostophobe. He's the one I'm removing the arm from. So I probably gave him one because he had the X, and you know, I figured it would help out his shooting. Although I don't think bionic arms help shooting at all. Shu, your needs are fine. You are kind of hungry, but why don't you go ahead and take a go juice and then do that doctor stuff. So we're gonna take you guys all off, and we're gonna let Shu take care of the business. So let's find out what happens here. Shu does that. I don't like that you inject the go juice, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. And let's plan out who's going to get this arm, because if Shu's on go juice, he may as well do 2 surgeries. Oh yeah, that's right. It was going to be Buchanan, wasn't it? So let's just bring Buchanan over here, and we'll have him get in the hospital bed as soon as that arm is available. Wow, a bunch of people at a minor break risk. Maybe I took him off drugs too soon. I think I didn't sell all my smokeleaf joints, right? Isn't that kind of the whole reason that... Right, so let's see. Install bionic arm, right arm. We're going to undraft you, and we're going to rest until healed. And Shu, you're going to do that operation, hopefully with 100% success. And how are you holding up? You're still high on go juice. That's nice. Your needs seem to be all right. You get a little +5 from being high on go juice. I wonder how long that lasts. So it doesn't give a countdown for till the effects end or anything like that. But 2 successful surgeries. Feels good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to forbid the go juice in general. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I'll just need to unforbid it when time comes. It would be nice if my pawns would make more medicine. I do have a drug bench, don't I? Yep, right there. And it's set to indefinitely make medicine, yep. So it's just a matter of priorities. I guess I don't have enough pawns. Surprise, surprise. Maybe I just don't have enough pawns set to higher level crafting, but I don't really have any decent crafting pawns. I can have this guy, you know, he doesn't have any bonus to his smithing and tailoring abilities, but he's, you know, reasonably high level, and if he doesn't really have anything else to do, may as well. He'll slowly train up no matter what. Courtyard's coming into view there. So if they're tearing roofs down, that must mean they're close to being done with all their construction chores. I should set that to clear, or to, yeah, I do have it set to no roof area. Why aren't they tearing that roof down? Bizarre. Let's give them a chance to get caught up before telling them too much more work to do. I also want to start hauling in some of the rock and so forth from over here. We got a major break risk. Nope. Yep. Still on Hopi. He's upset about something. And I think I might have too many squares between the improvised turrets. You really only need 3, so I'm gonna start rearranging these. And we're gonna put you 1, 2, 3 there. And then you're gonna go 1, 2, 3 there. And can I squeeze one more in over here? Yeah, that's not too bad. This one doesn't really need to be down there anymore, so why don't I put you there, and we're gonna rearrange you to go there. And then we're gonna put this one up here. Great. So there's my new kill zone. Looks pretty good, I think. Guess I don't really need that wall or doorway anymore. Not a huge fan of having that power line run like that. Also, I need to have some concern about, yeah, how much, I've still got quite a bit of gold under there. So it's not gonna really hurt me to have those 2 turrets running at all times, but once I clear this gold out, I'm gonna redo my power system to where it's on everything's on the switch, you know. I think I can toggle or reconnect that one, but I won't be able to get this one off of the main power grid. That's okay, it's not hurting anything. And this will help because if the bad guys line up back here, they're going to have a more difficult time shooting those turrets out. And if they get closer, of course they're closer, so that's good for me. And then of course the melee units will have to come all the way up here, so they're gonna have to climb over all this slag to get there, which will help. So let's copy the settings from this, and I'm gonna set another zone down here because I do want to slow down raiders as they escape to give me more time to come out here and make sure that I take them all out. So that should accomplish that. There we go. Wow, I'm out of... what I really need is just like a low priority zone. What are these zones set for? Oh, overflow apparel, I guess. Don't I have one set for like low priority anything? Yeah. Okay, so they're just not getting around to bringing that stuff over here is all. Must be a proximity thing. Well, we've got a lot of snow falling, so now our courtyard looks nice. They can play horseshoes in the snow. Maybe pawns like that. Hard to say. Ooh, I forgot to reset the priority on that one. So we're going to copy and we're going to paste. Looked like Vasilisa was pacing up there, but she's just hauling stuff. That's coming together pretty nice. I can tear that down because they've removed the roof. Do I have any more lousy quality art that I can... nope. Oh, I've got excellent and so forth, so I should start putting the nice art somewhere. That means these must be full. So we are going to install you, why not in this very same room, and then we'll install you... Do you have any art in the kitchen? How about I put some more art in the kitchen? Keep this place looking nice. Over here, I know I saw some quality art over here that I could be installing. Like, it doesn't look like they have any art in this room yet. That's a superior one, so I may as well install it. How about just there is fine. There's another superior piece of art. Not really going to do me any good down there. Guess I could continue buffing up my kitchen, make that a nice room. Not that it's really that important, but great. All right. I can maybe assign locations for those in between episodes. All just the boring normal pieces that I'm just going to throw around in the common areas. No need for you guys to watch that. And I'd like to put them where they're actually going to be useful instead of just slapping them down, which is what I would do if I did this while I'm recording. Looks like I forgot to build roofs over these defensive areas. Oh, that one too. And I should probably go through and check my home zone between episodes as well and make sure that that is set up correctly. Great. Wow, things are running pretty smooth. I like that. New kill zone. Most of the raids are still gonna come in down there, I think, for the most part. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Flash storm doesn't do much damage when you're in the snowy tundra. Flash storm is over. Yeah. Oh, site of an old alien ship battle just left there for fun, I guess. What are these guys doing? Wow. Well, that must mean I'm catching up on hauling. What a weird route to get home. Psychic ship, huh? It's an exciting way to end our episode. Where did it land? Well, you know, the good part about this late game is it's pretty hard to be too far away from existing infrastructure. So I guess between episodes I'm going to set up the basics of fighting off this psychic ship as well. You've seen that plenty of times before. And if you haven't, you can always go back to a previous episode. There are plenty of them where they say psychic ship and whatnot in the title. I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode. how about you hold on for a second while I write down a little note? There we go. I've done that. If you did enjoy watching this episode, click the like button down below. It is on the right side of your screen. And if you really enjoyed watching it and want to see more and somehow aren't subscribed already, click the subscribe button, which is down over on the left side of the screen. That's how it works. Like to the right and subscribe to the left. And then comment straight down below. That's right. That's where we can hold a conversation down in the commentary section. So do your part to comment, and I will do my part to respond, as long as it's a substantial comment of any sort and not trolling. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you next time. Bye.